Will you do me a favor? Just you. Hi, everybody. I cannot see.
Hi. Now, I don't know why my name is here. It should be Ellen. Ellen, no me. Hello? I'm the staff. I'm Atiba. I don't know why my name is in the Zoom. It should be Ellen.
Hi, Sharon.
Ellen. It should be Ellen.
You okay? Everybody good?
Yes,
No.
really happy today.
Okay.
Hey, Sharon.
Yeah, but we just have people supporting too. This is so fun, right? Yes. Do you want to share with you? What is it? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see. Oh, great. Okay.
I don't know why my name is still coming.
We're going to be getting started very shortly, guys, okay?
Okay.
I have a concern. I have a concern, please. I have a concern.
Jonathan, you will bring up some more stools around so people don't have to stand?
Sir. Excuse me. Sir. No,
Is that you?
sir.
Spring Fest. I'm Sharon. It's so nice to see you here with us. Welcome. And I'm not, what's your, hi.
I'm Elaine.
Hi, Elaine. I'm Sharon.
Hi. I have a concern with the police officer for a minute.
Can you just I know we're recording already.
I got booked into last night.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us.
We're so
Yeah, I got booked into last night.
here too.
And I need to know, are they coming back tonight to talk to the one who was, I was asleep, but the one who was in the house, heard the door, the police officer came to the door. Are they coming back tonight, talk to the one who saw that happen?
I'm unsure, but Sharon will be leading us.
Wait, is there?
No, I'm talking about the broken into last night.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
This is Main Street.
All right, well, thank everybody for your patience. It's just exactly 4 o'clock right now, so we're gonna give Chief Jones a couple minutes to get here, but we can do some introductions while we're waiting. This is such a full house. This is so much fun. Thank you all for being here. We've got such a special event today because we have both chiefs of police from Rockville and from Montgomery County here to show us their baking prowess. And we have such a full house of members and guests, and we're so excited to have everybody here. Chief Brito, why don't you come over since we have a minute, and why don't you tell everybody why we're baking this today?
Today's pretty special. I can't say I'm an expert at baking, but my father was from Spain, and bread pudding was something that we made all the time. What he made, and he taught me how to make it. I'm hoping I can honor him by doing this. But this is my father made bread pudding. That was a staple in my house. So it's wonderful. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
He was a police officer too?
He was not. He was not. But he was a chef. He was a chef.
Oh.
My father was a wonderful, wonderful.
I'm sure.
He made lots of things, paella, other dishes. But his specialty for us. I have 7 brothers and sisters.
Oh my goodness.
My 7 brothers and sisters. So bread pudding was he could make it in big batches for us. So, and we ate a lot.
So I just, did you give a report? We did, yes, thank you. I would like to say also, just to point out that we are also here today because we have worked so hard to build our community. Building your community means that you're taking time to get to know your neighbors, your community leaders, and you've been so supportive. You've come to so many Coffees with a Cop and so many community cups we did before that, and other things. So this is your second time baking with me. You're the only repeat guest baker, actually. So that
Thank
is
you.
special to know.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, this is how we build it. We come together, we spend time, we get to know each other, we hear stories. Now you know something about the chief of police that nobody else probably knows. So that's pretty special. So I'm really grateful.
So when Marcus gets here, is he gonna tell us stuff?
I don't know if he has a specific story, but he is going
Is
to
he
tell
on
us
the way?
something. We're gonna put him on the spot and he's gonna tell us something.
Is he on the way?
He is on the way. I'll tell you a fun fact about Chief Marcus is that he played in our golf tournament this year, and he played with my husband, who just happened to be on the same foursome as him.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, and my husband said he was so lovely and so kind, so. I didn't say anything about his golf, so I can't give it a good golf or not, but he enjoyed playing with him, so there's a fun fact that we can share. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share while we're here and have a minute?
I have 7 brothers and sisters.
That's awesome, Kelly, thank you. I'm sorry, did you say something, Jess? Oh, Elaine?
Yeah, I have 7 brothers and sisters.
You have brothers and sisters too?
I have 7 brothers and sisters.
Oh my gosh, what a
Wow.
coincidence. You don't hear that every day.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You want to say something? Can you speak really loud?
Yes, I do, Sharon. I know you like pretty well. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for your sister as well as Andrew. And I love my sister have a deaf. And
Oh,
I
yes,
like
thank
her to graduate from St. Andrew because I love so much about you. And I really appreciate all the help you've given me.
Oh, thank you. You're almost making me cry. That's so lovely. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I really love St. Andrews and I
really
love
do.
you there. So
This is a great time of year to also like take stock in the people in your community, the people in your life, the relationships you have, what you're grateful for. So obviously hugely grateful for all of you for also taking time out of your day to be a part of this class, which I love. We've been together so many times.
Yes.
And also, you know what, I'm gonna give Chief Jones and you, but I know I have one here. I have to work on one for this season. But I made a little cookbook and I'll add that to your goodie bag. Oh, this is dirty. I'll get you a clean one. Maybe we'll get 2 for, if you don't mind, at some point. But so this is great because this was from the first season during COVID. This all started because COVID happened.
Yeah.
And we literally, our team at the time, it was just Stacy, Julie, Marianne, me, and Jillian. And we got on the phone and we said, what's your skill? And we all just pulled out whatever skills we had. So I am an amateur baker. I have no training. I am not at all an expert. But I started baking out of my dining room. I had my daughter help me with the Zoom and we figured it out. And so many of those first classes are in my dining room figuring out how to do this. And then we just kept it because it's been so great. So yes, Jenny.
While we're waiting, I did want to mention, you're holding that up. On the last Wednesday in December, the Mom Peace Chat is going to be in here, not over in Maddie's Peace Room. And it's going to be kind of a potluck appetizer dessert. So maybe all the people who tune in to Sharon's baking class will bake something that they've learned from Sharon and bring that, because anybody can come, whether you've ever come to one of my chats or not.
I love
We're gonna
it.
have an end of year party and a toast of peace on December 28th, and it's open to anybody and everybody.
Oh my God.
But I would
that's
love to see some of the things you learned from Sharon, from 4 to 5 p.m.
Thank you. See how we overlap here? I don't know, do you think, Lauren, do you think we should get started or should we? Okay, any second, okay. Does anyone else, how about a suggestion? How about, someone give me a suggestion of what to bake in January? Faith suggested, biscuits.
Yeah,
Anyone else?
chocolate chip biscuits.
Oh, chocolate chip biscuits, that's an interesting combo.
That sounds pretty good.
It does. I mean, I made the first sample of bread puddings, but then I realized what's anything without chocolate?
Sharon,
So I pulled out the
Chocolate chip
chips.
biscuits with gravy.
Oh, God.
Okay, that is
Yeah,
weird.
maybe chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
We could do a savory and a sweet. Yes, Lindsay.
might be reaching, but Kroger life.
Ooh, that's.
So fun fact, that was my favorite dessert. I actually have the little blowtorch thing. which is now 25 years old probably, so I don't even know if it works, but I can't eat dairy anymore, and it kind of took my love of it out of the game. But I will try and see if it works, and if it does, you can put it in the boiler and make it up. We can try that.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, let's do cheesecake.
Did we ever do cheesecake? I don't
Yes,
think.
Jeff, you didn't know big one.
We did a no-bake cheesecake. Thank you, Leah. Thank you.
What type was that? Was it like no bake or bake?
I think it was no-bake, was
No
it?
bake. You should do a bake one.
I should. That's a great idea. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Yay!
I have a suggestion.
We're ready for you.
I have a suggestion.
This is mine, so you might have to make it.
Make some
I
adjustments.
have a
I just realized your head might be a
I have
little.
a suggestion.
Between a dark shirt, a white shirt,
It's
I
just
have a suggestion.
departments, we wear different colors, depending on it. The white shirts for us come from, I've spent all my adult life in Washington DC, and officials, lieutenants and above always wore white shirts.
They're special.
Yeah, we are. I brought that little flavor to life.
Okay, I was wondering why you guys have different shorts.
It goes back decades and decades.
Every police department has tradition,
Yes.
right? So in some departments like to maintain their own tradition. So our executives, the chiefs, have always worn the same colors as the rank and file. So that's been our tradition. So we never changed that. People have always asked, why would we go to white shirts? And everybody says, no, we like to keep it the same. So that's what we do.
So Chief, do you ever come to coffee with the cup? The coffee with the cup?
Sometimes, yeah.
Next week.
Next week?
Yes.
They're here?
That is here.
Okay, well, I gotta get you guys on my calendar so I can get here and have some
And the chief should come too.
Chief Brito, yes.
You'll get, I've already emailed Brian, actually. the
Okay.
invitation, So we are
Very
we're
good.
on it.
All
So
right.
this is so special today. I'm just so excited. So we're gonna get to the baking now because I am, mindful of everybody's time. So before you walked in, Chief Jones, I was saying that the reason we're making bread pudding today is that the last coffee with the cop, Chief Brito, maybe 2 coffees with the cop ago, Chief Brito told me that his father used to make bread pudding.
Okay.
And so we're making bread pudding, but because I wanted you both to be here, I thought, well, what if we do bread pudding 2 ways? So you are gonna make pumpkin bread pudding, and Chief Brito is gonna make just regular bread pudding.
Okay,
And I have some samples for people to taste when we're finished.
okay,
And we'll we'll get them in the oven and then we'll do that. Do have a
awesome.
little present for you when you're
Oh,
at the
okay,
end. We'll
thank
put
you,
this over
thank you.
here. And hopefully no one gets called away, I just realized.
No, you don't worry about that.
So
Got it.
the way this is gonna work is, whenever you bake, just a reminder, we have a few things.
Wash hands.
Wash your hands, if you guys wanna wash your hands over there at the
Absolutely,
sink.
absolutely.
And I do have some hand sanitizers at each station, so you have that. I gave you each a little towel. Every chef needs a little hand towel. And I'm gonna stand in the middle and tell you the ingredients, and you guys will do all the heavy lifting, making them.
Thank you.
And then we'll see how this goes.
Okay, all right.
So the next thing after washing our hands is we make sure that our tools and our prep has been done. I say this all the time, but who wants to say like one of my favorite things to tell everyone about baking that you do before you get started?
Anything else?
Yeah, clean up. What else?
Clean up as you go.
Clean up as you go. What do you need to do before?
Make sure you have everything.
Read the recipe all the way through. How many times have I made something and then at the end?
Yeah,
you're like,
because you
"Oh."
always make a mistake when you
I
do this.
always make a mistake, and I made a mistake this time too, and we'll correct it later. I always make mistakes.
Okay.
That's
all
why
right.
we're kind here. Everyone accepts you with all your mistakes. So you each have a station. We're gonna get started. And if I didn't officially say, we have some friends zooming in with us, baking along with us at home. And so what we're gonna do, so we are making festive bread pudding 2 ways. I have prepped my oven by turning it on to 350. So if you're baking, I don't think anyone's baking with me, but if you are, turn it on to 350 and you've had your hands washed, and we're going to prep our tools. So each of you has a baking dish.
Good.
Now in the recipe, I say you can rub it with butter, but keep it a little healthier, we're just gonna you each have a little spray.
Great, okay.
And you can just gently, not too crazy, but just make that clear. I'm gonna put you on my hand.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it off.
I was telling them once, I thought I was being really smart and I held it up here to spray and then it all got on the floor. And then I slipped. the whole So, lessons learned from baking.
Put the hollow in.
Yes? You have a question?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to cut the cubes of our bread. If you were baking at home, you might want to prep your ingredients first and do all the prepping and put them in the bowls, so it's easy for you to assemble, but here I have to work. So you each have 3 rolls. The recipe calls for half of a challah loaf. Challah is like an egg bread, but I saw these and thought they'd be better, so you each have 3. We're gonna cut them into cubes. You can, if you want, you can take put them into the bowl when
Don't
you're
cut your
finished.
guy, don't cut your guy.
So you put them here on the
Okay,
cutting
all
board.
right.
When they're cut, we'll put them in the bowl.
Okay,
And
all
then I'm
right,
just gonna
got
take
it,
this out.
okay.
So just cubes. Let's see how you do this. Everyone has a different style.
Different way.
Yes. Wow, you guys are very adept at cutting. This is the most fun paper, Sharon. I'm not gonna do anything. Everyone's gonna do all the work. How fun is that? Pay attention.
Mommy, where's the rest of the hollow, Mom?
Sam, Max, if you're there, I can't hear if anyone has a question, so just make it loud, please. Sure. Yeah, we need all the visuals here. And actually, the other tip that I always give is after you use an ingredient, move it aside. So that way you remember that you used it, because oftentimes I forget. And then I say, oh, did I put that in? I'm not sure. So now I know. So we're getting our cubes. I see you're getting them in the bowl. It's almost could be like a chop competition. See how fast it is. But no one rush.
I know what you're talking about. I have more of that
No.
show. So.
Yes, no one. And remember the tip about cutting, you curl your finger.
What do you do with the rest of the hollow?
No rush, no rush. His might be cut more evenly.
For tomorrow, Mom?
You always want to have it even, so you can even cook. So everyone has skills, and we're using them all here.
No, his father was the chef. What your father is?
Was my father a chef? No, my grandmother.
His father used to be chef.
Yeah, maybe
Your father was-
Brito's father was a chef.
They are here.
Have any chefs in your family?
No
Your
chefs in
grandmother?
my family, but my grandmother was a fat,
One day I
That
will know.
counts.
she was a fat, and bread pudding was one of her specialties.
We did that.
Ooh,
I'm
okay.
happy to be making bread pudding
So
today.
what your father did for living?
My father was a deputy sheriff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in
Runs in the
Baltimore,
family.
yes.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes.
So you're really from this area?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, no, I grew up in Southern Virginia, so,
Ah.
yeah. But I would come visit my father every summer, so yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Inspiration, yeah.
All right. So we can put our knives a little outside so we kind of get them out of the way. And the next thing we're going to
Cracker with cheese.
The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use a saucepan and put a lot of our wet ingredients, which I forgot to take out of the oven. Out of the fridge. So I'll grab them. And then I just wanted to know, Chiefs, I have 2. I think maybe we'll go with you each get a bigger one, just so it's a little easier to navigate. They didn't have the same size, or else I would have given the same size. So we'll turn these on. I'll turn right one first off. And then we'll get these warming, and I'm gonna get the milk. So we're gonna you don't have your glasses. Do you have you want to
Yes.
tell me? I think it's 2 cups of milk,
That's correct. 2 cups of milk.
and then there are some other ingredients, but maple
Can be
syrup.
non-dairy, like oat or almond. Who likes almond milk?
Yeah.
I know.
I like
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always try and give options because I know I have a lot of health restrictions.
No.
At dairy, so I always try and offer options in case you wanted to make it. You could make this gluten-free if you
Yeah.
use gluten-free bread. We're not doing anything healthy today, nor are we doing anything aside. We're full fat, full milk. We're just going all in. So because I just have one milk, you each can use your measuring cup.
Okay,
Usually when you do a liquid, you use a liquid measure cup, which is kind of like has a handle. I don't have that anymore. Things walk in here. So we will use our, each chief will put 2 cups of milk and they're gonna be so kind and share and take turns in each pot.
Okay.
So if you want to do it over there, it might be easier. So we're gonna do, just so you know at home, we are making the same recipe, but Chief Jones is actually making his with pumpkin, so there's a few extra steps. He gets the harder job.
Yummy.
And so they are doing that. And we've got 2 tablespoons of butter. It's just to make their lives a little easier. I'm just gonna quickly cut that for them so they can just pour that in with my wand butter knife that's in the drawer. So I'm just kind of estimating, but there is,
Looks good to me.
yeah, it's good enough, right?
So,
Yeah, we'll do this. So you get you can use, yeah,
Okay.
there you go. And there's yours. And then here's yours to put in for the butter. And then, okay, milk, butter, vanilla, sugar, and salt. So here we go. We did the milk, we did the butter. We're doing vanilla extract. You could go rogue and do almonds if you wanted. And we're doing 1.5.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
1.5.
If you run out of this, I have this.
I got it. Yep.
You got it? Okay, so they're gonna put that in the mix. Next, yep. They're gonna do 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now, brown sugar, often when you're asked to use brown sugar, you want it packed. So you push it down because it gets gases and so this way you want to pack it in. I know, it's interesting. So you each have your own. And I always like to take, when I have a bagged ingredient like sugar, I'll put it into jars, put a little sticker on it to put the date that I put it on there. And that way I know how old it is if I haven't used it in a while. The other tip, each chief can do this maybe over this bowl just in case, but when you put your sugar in your little measuring thing, you can use a spoon and then pat the end of the spoon to push it down. So I'll let you take turns. You each do 1/4 cup. When he's finished, you'll do that. Yeah.
Fill the whole-
Fill the whole cup. And we'll do that. And then while you're waiting, you could do 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Here's another fun fact. I always like to give fun facts. People that come to my class all the time are going to be annoyed because they say the same thing. But if you use anything sticky, like peanut butter or honey or maple syrup, spray it before, and we moved our thing. I forgot we're doing that, so I'll put it back. So 2 tablespoons.
If we don't like maple syrup, can we use
You
honey?
pour that in your.
This way. So
It's
if we don't like the syrup.
And then I'm gonna do it for Chef Chief Jones. I don't think I've ever.
Let's not do it. Here.
What's that?
I said he's already doing it.
Well, they're ahead of me. I'm slow. So 2 tablespoons. I'm getting this one prepped for Chief Jones.
Okay.
The crack right here.
So you'll get ready with that.
Say
And
what?
so we've got, oh, and we need a pinch of salt.
Can
Can you just double check?
we
Sugar and salt.
use
So a pinch.
USG?
This is not a fact. A pinch is a pinch.
Uh-huh.
So our hands are all clean.
USE.
But
SE
turn on top, one in the bottom, and then you apply.
INSST.
That way you get even distribution. See this a little?
Of
See if you guys end up with
I
maple
haven't done
syrup
my
yet?
maple syrup.
I sprinkled.
A
Ready?
Follow directions.
And you moved it all the way.
S Y R U.
Very caring.
Yeah.
All directions.
You did a great job, actually, like better than even expected.
P.
Okay, so now
That's
we're
good.
going to, I didn't have 2 whisks, so we're gonna just 1 whisk, 1 spatula. We're gonna
What
stir.
can we use instead
So
of
the
maple?
chiefs are gonna stir the mixture. I'll take that for you.
All right.
Syrup.
Yeah.
And then
My
we're putting
Where's
in,
the
we're gonna stir it a little bit. We don't want it to boil, but we want it to all melt. So you let us know when it's melted, please.
okay. Go ahead.
Here's the difference that's going to happen for Chief Jones. He's making pumpkin. So we need to add some extra ingredients right now to his.
I don't know, she's
So
reading.
here's the thing, I'm gonna, ask to be helpful. It's always good to have,
Tracy.
if you have somebody helping you or who knows how to work a can opener.
It's me.
This one is.
So I'm going, yes.
What I can use instead of make bow?
Oh, do you have honey?
Yes.
Yes.
Use honey. You can also use agave. Ow. I don't have to work on the.
Okay, thank you.
I think I'm using my muscles more than I'm. Yeah, it's like very funny. It's not wanting to open for me. There we go. All right. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
And I just want to remind you guys, if you open these at home, it can be very sharp and jagged. So be very, very careful not to put your fingers. And then what Chief Jones is gonna do, he's going to empty this can into his hot liquid fix. And you, my friend, are gonna just keep that simmering for a minute. We're gonna quickly put the rest of his in. I'm gonna help so we move things along. So we're using pumpkin pie spices and flavors. This is always what I think of when I think of fall, right? So we're doing a teaspoon of cinnamon. So if it's okay with you, Chief Jones, I'm just gonna come alongside and help. And we're gonna just, this is where my mistakes often happen when I don't. What
are you doing, Mom?
Cinnamon is good as antioxidant. We've got ground nutmeg. That's just 1/4 of a teaspoon, I think. Am I right? Yeah. Look at that. And we'll get this going. Again, another delicious fall flavor. Then here's the secret to a real holiday spice ingredient, cardamom. Does anyone know what that spice? Delish. It's really good. I think I used it last time in my, it's just, I don't know, actually. It's something.
Frosting. That's frosting.
Okay, and last but not least, so now I just did this, so I used the cinnamon. Yeah. I said it out loud. I need the ginger. And then.
You know, Mom?
I do.
What's that? Oh, I have a teaspoon.
Put it in there, Mom.
Okay.
Mom.
No, that's only if you're making.
I think she's talking to her mom. I just heard her say, oh, that will be too much. This one is-
Yeah, we don't.
Ginger is another fun flavor, so we're
I'm
moving.
making fun.
Thank you for your patience.
In
We used agave.
We know that we use some. I was wondering if
Done with my water, Mom.
Down bottom.
version. Would either of you like nuts or chocolate chips in yours? You do not have to.
Agave.
You can each use them then. You can just share again.
He's gonna use both and I'm only gonna use nuts.
I mean, you need chocolate, Mom.
So they, wait, where's our little?
Have it with yogurt. Okay, that was good.
No, sorry, not yet. Sorry, thank you for checking. So do both of you?
I want to ask if I can have it with Ashley.
Good.
When it's done.
All right, so pick them off the page. I just turned it up, but we'll turn that down. A lot to organize here, everybody. Okay, so 2 eggs lightly beaten. So each of you has a bowl. I'm gonna mix this out for you.
You gotta crack an egg?
No,
Want to crack?
no.
I always love it. 2 eggs. Who knows the best way to crack an egg?
You put it in there?
No.
Oh, yeah, watch Chief Brito.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like you.
Everyone here is celebrated for whatever gifts they have, just so you know. You do not have to be like anybody else. We love you just the way you are. Did we put the vanilla in?
Yes, we did, yes. Yes, we
I tell you,
did.
I do it every time.
Yeah, wanna make sure we don't forget, right?
Yeah, you always forget one.
So then-
Yeah. Sure, you can have too much of one.
So look at us cleaning up, making waste. So this is now. We are going to
Now
gently
what we do?
I don't know, we have to look.
Another trick.
Not May.
And lightly
We're not May.
You know what we use?
The pumpkin stuff.
Okay.
So we're gonna gently mix the eggs. So, and with your whisk. Here's the trick. We have a warm liquid that we are about to add cold.
Yeah.
You have two options. You could leave those eggs, you can keep mixing, I'm sorry. You could leave those eggs to room temperature so that they don't curdle in the hot liquid. But we didn't do that. So we are going to temper our eggs. And the way we temper our eggs is I'm going to take a little bit of our warm liquid and put it in each of their eggs to get it a little bit closer. And then we'll pull all the eggs back in, and that's how you temper and keep it from curdling. We're making a cookie.
Yummy.
That's the way to do it.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Yummy. Pumpkin
So
stuff.
that you learn how to cook good. You do that.
And then you just stir, stir, stir.
Can I have it with my ice cream?
What?
With my ice cream? This,
Jesse.
Mimi.
Here, now you have to whisk.
In here?
Yeah, mix it up good.
Sure. Just so I don't make a huge mess. All right, Chief Brito's coming to me. We're tempering the eggs. And then
Can I have it with my pill? Mimi.
eggs over, and then with your fork and whisk all together. Okay, I'm really hoping I'm doing this right. Okay. Buttermilk,
To me.
heat, add eggs, whisk and pour mixture over bread.
Yes.
We have our bread prepared here. So, because we already prepared our dishes, we're like in great shape.
It is.
So you made both. Yep, that's great. Here, I'll take that. You have hand sanitizer right there if you
Thank
want to
you.
use it.
Go ahead, pour it over the bread. Wow.
I'm gonna give, you have a spatula. As your
Can I try it?
No, it's not cooking.
When?
Sweetheart, we have to watch and see if we make it. Can you make it larger so I can see how she does this?
Or
Yeah,
to here.
yeah.
All right.
That's all right, I get it. And then you each have a spatula, and you can gently fold your liquid into your bread. Sorry.
Mix it with her.
And then this is the time where if you have an extra ingredient, now I did not put this in the recipe, but I will go back and add it. You can add nuts, you can add chocolate, you could go
Chocolate.
raisins,
Say add chocolate.
and we can add that later. But just,
Chocolate.
we're gonna get this all folded together. Sorry, I'm just making sure Chief Brito does not slip. And did you guys see, I just touched the floor, so I'm washing my hands. You have to always wash your
Fold
hands.
it, don't mix it, just fold it.
Okay, so
Can I have some in my hand?
No,
you're just doing
Please?
this, right?
Yeah.
not to eat
And so
now.
you can get forceful with this.
Can I
Okay.
have some in my hand?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
This is the problem.
you really want that bread to absorb the liquid. And also, this is one of the few times when day-old bread or more stale bread is better. Because it's a little harder, and it doesn't soak up all that liquid to get too soggy, but we're gonna work with that.
It's enough, it's enough. Don't smush it.
that I bought.
I said
You want to
that's
add your nuts? Yours looks great. You are just about ready. Next step, we're going to pour that into our prepared dishes. And I didn't put a size dish. Did I put a size dish? I did.
Yes,
I
you
don't
did.
pick the size I picked. So I'm gonna go back and change that too, because these rounder dishes, which are probably 8 by 8 or 9 by 9, are better because you get a thicker bread pudding. So you can both carefully, if you need my help, you can pour them into your.
You should have done a different bread. Different-
Isn't it awesome? I can help in any way. You know, all those chips. I love that you made this your own with your own extra ingredients. Right, here, I'll take this. You can do that. Now the question is, who's cleaning up? Because the cook never cleans. Just saying.
In a pipe now?
I know.
That's
I know, I'm always-
Whoever eats the most, that's who gets to clean up.
Right,
Whoever
exactly.
eats the most, right?
All right,
Flip
Oh.
a coin, flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
last step, I forgot to say one more thing that is in the recipes. You can make your own cinnamon sugar. There was just a little bit of cinnamon left here and I added some sugar and I just closed the lid and I shook it up really well. I like to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon sugar on top of my French toast, on top of my bread pudding. It gets a little, depending on how much you put, it gets a little caramelized, a
Can
little.
we do that?
If you would like, no pressure, but you can sprinkle the tops of yours if you'd like. We're gonna put it in our 350-degree oven for 40 to 50, or no, 35 to 30 to 45 minutes. I probably left it in too long this time. We'll see what happens. Lucky for the guests that are here today, I have some samples. But if you're making it at home, so Jess Hitchcock, please send me a picture.
Okay.
To my cookbook, okay?
All right.
Sure, you heard all my mistakes. You can do this at home. Please send me a picture so I can add it to my cookbook. Please make it.
Send a picture after we cook.
I hope it's
That's
good.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so
Smells
in the oven we
delicious.
go. And this is how you make festive bread pudding. Please. What do we say, people?
Yay, puppy.
Well, I really hope it tastes good. I'm really upset with
I
myself.
do too, right?
So I'll take
Thank you,
this.
ma'am.
You guys, everyone's gonna get taste. You can decide who wants to help me out and get some of these out. Any Main Street members wanna?
Why not?
Thank you, Tyler. So obviously the one that's more orange is pumpkin. The one that's more yellow is just plain. And I'll prepare more as we do this. Huge thank you to our chiefs who are with us. Thank you. Can we get Evan?
Understand to cuddle
Everybody look here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
All right,
yes.
got it? Got
Woo!
it. Very good.
I'm
You
gonna.
guys were awesome.
Very
That
nice.
was the first time I've ever like attempted to do, like,
See,
really
I was
what
right
we
on
want to
purpose
do, you
'cause I
know?
knew you guys were really-
It was fun, right?
That was really cool. I don't really know why,
Good, right?
Yeah.
My dad always used.
I'll take pumpkin.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
you
what,
have
when you
to.
said that, that definitely rung a bell. Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Yeah, it
and
makes
French
sense.
toast too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it makes sense. Always.
Always had them always. And that's always.
Yeah, this is like one of my very favorite desserts. It's so painful that I can't have it anymore.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. And obviously, please take, and I'll send you home with the rest.
You know,
Okay.
I was
did
gonna
you know
send
each
you home
other
with the
before
finished
this
product.
event?
but I have to
Did
get
you know
out.
each other before this event?
Yes, yes.
Please, oh my God, yes, yes, please.
Which one is?
So this is the regular, this is the pumpkin. And then. Probably better. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's good. I got regular.
Jonathan, what you saying?
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
What you say?
That's a whole different yeah.
So go.
Is it okay?
Mix it, pretty good.
So compared to earlier in the week, so earlier in the week, I started my week out with an airplane crash. Okay, so, and now, so that was all.
Chocolate stuff for maybe stuff.
Been really crazy busy with some serious meetings. This is the fun part of being out here, right? So this is when I can relax and enjoy myself. So that's why this is this is a big contrast from how my week started. Okay? All right. Okay, very good, very good. Thank you. Well, fire rescue is really the kudos to everybody. But that was a phenomenal, that's a rescue like nobody ever thought about, right? Nobody could even. I know, right? So they just. How did they get things down? They thought they would have to take it down. First, because they really needed to. The people were in the Can you imagine in the cold, being,
Put them here.
hanging in the air, right, for 7 hours. It really was. I was amazed.
Nice meeting you.
No, it was,
I know.
Yeah.
So it was really foggy. I don't know what the dates were at the time of the crash. In fact, I was at the police academy like about less than an hour before the crash. It was so foggy I could barely see.